Hello, my favorite fanfiction followers, my loyal readers, you. It is I, Dark Symphony 777, with another fanfiction reading. As always, a link to the story will be in the description. Please like, subscribe, and remember the fact that this is my opinion. If you have your own opinion, leave it in the comments below. So the story I'm reviewing this time is Best Question Ever by Bad Boy Lover 24. It is a My Little Pony / Quest for Camelot crossover. Now, before you say anything about My Little Pony, it's like, I put it on a roulette wheel, it landed on this story. Well, not so much, it landed on crossover games, and then it landed on Q, and then it landed on Quest of Camelot, and then when I did, like, all the stories that were done for it, and I said, you got this! It's like, okay. Hello, I don't know, I only heard of Quest of Camelot. I know what I've heard of it, but that's really it. I don't know anything about the details. So, let's get started. So, the summary is, Lionwing and Rainbow have been together for over a year. Now he wants to ask her something really important. Under a large oak tree just outside of Ponyville, a black and gold griffin was passing back and forth a little impatiently. But he's not just any griffin, mind you. He's Lionwing, the griffin from Camelot, and Rainbow Dash's boyfriend for over a year. Okay. I also like the little tidbit of spelling the Greek version of griffin, G-R-Y-P-H-O-N, because in My Little Pony, griffins are spelled G-R-I-F-F-I-N. Griffins are spelled, well, they're also technically a name. Yeah, they're spelled the same way. It's just wording issues. Well, translation issues, I guess. Now, I know what you're thinking. What am I thinking? I don't know. Why is Lionwing pacing back and forth like some nervous wreck? I don't know. Why is he pacing back and forth like some nervous wreck? Well, we're about to find out as the 3 or 4 he's waiting for enter the scene. First to arrive is Rarity, who came wearing a lovely sunbonnet, decked out in red, white, and yellow roses, artificial ones, mind you. Next to arrive are Discord, Devin, and Cornwall, who arrived via flash of light. Seeing them all here, Lionwing breathed a sigh of relief. Thank you all for coming here on such short notice today, he said to them. Sorry if I disrupted anything. Alright, I'm just... Oh, Lionwing dear, Rarity replied. When you told me it involves Rainbow, I simply had to come no matter what. Yeah, what's wrong? Asked Cornwall. Is everything okay? Everything's fine, the Griffin assured him. The reason I called you here is because of something seriously important. So, what is it? Asked Discord, noticing the nervous look on Lionwing's face. Well, all you know, Rainbow and I, we've been together for over a year now, and he took a deep breath before telling them with a blush on his face, I'm going to ask her to marry me. Rarity covered her mouth with her eyes sparkling with tears before rushing forth and hugging him. Oh, Lionwing, that is the best news I've heard in my life. I was wondering if you were going to pop the question, he replied, as Devin took out a tissue and blew into it. Well, that's why I called you all here, Lionwing then said. I need your help with it. He then turned to Rarity. Rarity, first off, I was wondering if I could have a couple of your gems and make it into a ring for Rarity. What? There is something seriously wrong with that sentence. Rarity, first off, I was wondering if I could have a couple of your gems and make it into a ring for Rarity. Pretty sure he meant Rainbow. 1 gram iota! I'll let you choose the best ones for it, she replied, tears of joy still in her eyes. With a grateful smile, the Griffin then turned to Discord. Second, Discord, I'm willing to propose to Rainbow at the Grand Galloping Gala coming up in a couple days. Do you think Princess Celestia and Twilight can help me set it up so it will go perfectly? I'm sure Celestia and Twilight will be delighted, he answered with a smile. In fact, Twilight will be so happy she'll be crying as much as Rarity here. He then ignored the glare from the unicorn as Lionwing turned to Devin and Cornwall. Finally, guys, if she says yes, I want you to be my best dragon. Wait, he's a dragon? Two-headed dragon. He's a two-headed dragon? What? Just what? I don't know anything about Quest for Camelot, so it's like, surprise to me. Smiled into pride. It'll be our honor, Devin replied, with a grateful smile to all of them. Lionwing then gathered them together in a huddle. Okay, he whispered to them. Here's the plan. A couple days later, Rainbow was in Rarity's boutique trying on the new gown that she has made for her date. That just sounds overly redundant. Trying on the new gown that she has made. First off, grammar error right there. It should probably be she had made for her, and one for her should be gone. Or if you want to be technical and still use the 2-4, put a comma between them. With lying gate at the gala, as she was finishing up, the blue Pegasus couldn't help but notice Rarity's eyes. Where'd that come from? Holy shit. She couldn't help but notice Rarity's eyes brimming with tears, and it got her worried. Hey, Rare, she had. You okay? You didn't prick a hoof or anything, did you? Rarity didn't want to give away the surprise to her friend, so she'll have to think of a good excuse. Oh, I'm fine, darling, she answered, wiping away her tears. I just couldn't help but notice how gorgeous you look. Rainbow then looked at herself in the mirror and smiled at her reflection. Well, I have you to thank for that, she stated. You really outdone yourself this time. Her gown made of a special silk that glows and changes color like the aurora borealis when she moves about. And with lace trimmings on her shoulder, she also has on glass slippers to bring out the trimmings and an opal necklace with matching earrings. Her mane looks like her hairstyle from her last time at the gala, but with a couple of braids added to it, laced with shiny pearls. Rainbow then went over and hugged her unicorn friend. Oops. So Rarity turned her into Cinderella? I'm getting out the pillow. All right. Alright, there we go. Thanks a lot, Rarity, she said to her. I can't wait until Lion Wing arrives. She's gonna love this new look. Rarity smiled as she fought back the urge to cry again. Yes, I agree with you, dear. Rainbow then blinked with realization. Hey, don't you need to get yourself ready too? Oh, yes, Rarity replied. Of course, thanks you. Thank you. 4 grammar errors. 4! And don't worry, Lion Wing will arrive shortly. She then left to get on her dress for the gala. A minute after she left, the bell jingled to tell Rainbow that some pony just came in. She turned around and smiled when she saw its Lion Wing, dressed in a red cape and suit. She couldn't help but blush as she gawked at her. Wow, he breathed out. You look gorgeous, Rainbow. She giggled as she looked away bashfully. Oh, quit it, you goofball, she replied. You're embarrassing me. He then went up to her and nuzzled his beak into her neck. Can I help if you're always making yourself adorable for me every chance you get? He then gave her a nip light enough to tickle her. They gave her a nip. Okay, that sounds weird. Sounded weird to me. Causing her to pull back with a laugh to make him laugh as well. He then went up to her side and stood beside her like a gentleman. Shall we then? Rainbow nodded in reply. Knowing that Spike will drop by later to escort Rainbow to the gala himself, the couple then exits the boutique together to step outside and under the sunset-colored sky. Rainbow was in awe when she saw the vehicle that Twilight was picked out. I'm screwing myself over here. Rainbow was in awe when she saw the vehicle that Twilight has picked out for her on Lion Wing. It is a large chariot built to look like a cloud fit for a Greek god, trimmed with golden lightning bolts and golden wheels. Drawing the chariot were 3 Pegasus soldiers in golden armor. Allow me, milady, Lion Wing said to her before he opened the door for her. She then placed her hoof into his hand and talon and kissed his cheek before she helped her into the vehicle. The griffin practically blushed before stepping onto the chariot after her. Since the two of them are inside, I keep messing myself up. The Pegasus took off into the air to drive them to Camelot Castle. Crazy Daddy, the bright eyes. Discord's voice called through the star earring Twilight's ring, where it compliments a hint, of course. Any sign of the targets over. Twilight rolled her eyes and answered. For the last time, Discord, she answered. No, they're not. Garble turned to her with surprise. Is he getting worked up again? He asked. He's just psyched about you-know-what, she answered. Of course, I'm a little excited myself. Oh, this idea is sure to make this year's gala memorable. For Rainbow, that is. The Violet, Alicorn, and Red Dragon then looked at the VIP section of the gala at their side. Everything is set up perfectly as Lion Wing requested, decked out to look like a true dancing floor but with a Daring Do theme to it. The Wonderbolts and Daring Do herself also there as honored guests. Wait a second, Twilight said, getting a better look at the arena area. Is that Owizodal? It was indeed Owizodal, dressed in a navy blue tux and a white tie and talking with Daring, who's dressed in a crimson/maroon gown with only one soldier with a plump red nose on it. Quickly, Twilight held her earring to her ear. Discord! We got a problem, she said. Oh, he's all those at the VIP dance floor. What the? Oh, don't! I knew I forgot something. Don't worry, Twilight. He's cool. He's Miss Dew's date. What? She asked flatly. Well, I was told that he's Rainbow's favorite villain in the series, and he agreed to come as her date so as to make her night even more special. But just between you and me, I think he's actually doing it because he got a crush on Miss Dew. Garble, who overheard the Chaos Demon, covered his mouth with a burp. Gross. What was that burp? Nothing, Twilight answered. Garble just threw up in his mouth about the crush thing you mentioned. Well, at least it helped me overcome this stupid getup I'm wearing, Garble stated, looking down at the red tux he has on. Well, oh, come on, Discord stated. You look attractive enough to win the girls over just like at my and Tia's wedding. Which reminds me, Garble asked, was it really necessary for her to throw me the bouquet? We told you it was random. Besides, we thought it was going to be Twilight who'll catch. Hey! Twilight cried. Well, we did. I was even surprised that you started crying when I told you that Lion Wing's going to propose to Rainbow. Twilight would have made a remark had she not noticed said couple's chariots in the sky. Discord, their chariot's arriving now, she said. Operation Pop the Question is a go. Okay. Welcome to our grand galloping gala, Rainbow Dash and Lion Wing. Princess Luna said to them as they came in. Next to her, King Sombra... What? Stood straight and with a welcoming smile. Kind of thrown off about the whole random King Sombra bit. Thanks, Princess Luna, Rainbow said. I just know it's going to be an awesome night because I'll be enjoying it with Lion Wing here. She then nuzzled affectionately into the Griffin's shoulder as he blushed in reply. Yes, I'm thinking the same thing as I will be with my... Oh, I think it's... Yeah, Sombra. Yes, I am thinking the same thing as I will be with my beloved Luna here. Sombra replied with a smile at his moon princess. And I also understood that Discord has something special planned for this year's gala. Oh no, Rainbow groaned. Turning to the two royals with shock, he's not going to scare every pony in the garden with statues chasing them all over the place, is he? Of course not, Luna chuckled. Besides, he and Twilight already came to an agreement with the garden surprise. What's the surprise? Rainbow asked with a slight gulp. Every time you smell a flower, it will sneeze out a puff of golden glitter. You're kidding, right? Well, it got the Cake Twins' approvals. Sombra chortled. Rainbow did a face-off with a groan. I should have guessed. Anyway, Discord said it was going to be a surprise he's holding at the VIP dance floor, Luna stated. Trust me, you will love it. Even my sister approves of it as well. Oh, speaking of which, Lion Wing said, we should head over there as well. Dashi, Twilight, and I had an arrangement for the two of there. It should be Twilight and I had an arrangement for the two of us, or two of us there. Six grandma Alice. Rainbow turned to him with surprise. Us at the VIP dance floor? She then arched her eyebrow at her Griffin boyfriend. Lion, what's going on? Oh, I heard about your bad time last time you were at the gala, he answered nervously. So I thought I can make this year better for you. Oh, she replied, her face changing to an expression of touched flattery. That's so sweet. She then nuzzled his cheek with her muzzle. But it'll still be the best night ever as long as you're with me. Lion Wing mentally sighed with the relief as he returned the nuzzle. That was way too close. If Rainbow had figured out his surprise, the whole thing would be ruined. So, you ready to go? He asked once they were done nuzzling. As ready as I'll ever be, she answered, especially since you went through all that trouble with me. The two of them then left to head for their destination. Luna and Sombra then turned to see Discord with his wife Celestia and gave him a wink. Returning the week, Discord whispered into Celestia's ear, and the High Queen nodded with a knowing smile before the royal couple left as well, slowly following Rainbow and Lion Wing. Names? As the brown pony bouncer. Lion Wing and Rainbow Dash, the Griffin answered calmly. The bouncer then looked down at his clipboard and nodded when he found the names. Enjoy your evening together, he answered, removing the blocking line. The couple then entered the door and before the bouncer replaced it again. Rainbow was in awe at what she saw. The entire dance floor is decorated to look like something out of one of her favorite Daring Do novels. Tropical trees. Why did I say tweez? Tiki totems. Almost said tiki golems for some reason. That's just me. Even some of the main treasures in display cases, like the sapphire stone from the statue from the first book. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be sapphire stone. Sapphire. Yeah, it's supposed to be sapphire stone. Oh my gosh, he gasped. Discord get all of this? I think I know why, Lion Wing said, pointing at the side. Rainbow turned and gasped when she saw her hero approaching her. Daring do, she cried. You're here? At the gala? Their Majesties asked that I come as an honored guest, and I accepted. She answered, hugging her huge fan like they did last time they saw each other. I also brought my date with me with their approval. Your date? Lion Wing asked with confusion. He gawked with acute horror when Aoizotto stepped up to Daring's side, looking cool and collected. That has to be a hilarious image, like Daring just like smiling and Aoizotto just walks up with like a straight face, like, yep, this is a thing. Rainbow jumped back with shocked, but before she could attack, the other Pegasus stepped up to her quickly. Don't worry, Rainbow, she said quickly. Aoizotto's okay. He's my date. Sorry. Fingers cramping a little bit. The couple stared at her with surprise and confusion. Say what? You're dating your arch nemesis? We occasionally hold a truce for special occasions such as this gala. Aoizotto explained casually. Oh yeah, Rainbow replied with a huge smile, just like in Book 7, Daring Do in the Eye of the Tiger. That's pretty cute. I have a feeling that book was a musical. It was a musical. They sang all the cheesy montage songs. Sorry, couldn't resist. You two had to team up when Camelot offers his aid for riches to the demon Nekonaga. What? Who wanted to enslave the village of Jitsu for its magical ninja weapons. You wrote about that? The cat-like creature asked, turning to Daring with surprise. It was quite the momentous adventure for me because you were in a musical. She answered with a shrug before giving him a sly smirk. And besides, I thought you looked pretty cute when you were astounded by Master Shinon's words of wisdom. Shinon's? Were they wax on, wax off? Couldn't resist. Rainbow Lion Wing couldn't help but laugh at the blush that formed on Aoizotto's face. He then cleared his throat quickly. Anyway, he then said, I agreed to accompany Miss Du here to this formal. But do not worry, I have no intention of causing any trouble. Even if someone asked if you two had a romantic relationship going on, asked Lion Wing. Nothing personal, but I heard that you had some fans who support the Daring Aoizotto pairings. So fan fiction happens in this world. Good to know. Aoizotto's face became redder as Daring gave a cute giggle at his reaction. Daring, why don't we go get something to drink? He asked nervously, starting to feel a little warmer here all of a sudden. Rainbow then noticed Applejack stand nearby. Well, there's Applejack's stand over there. She pointed out to the Daring Do couple. Trust me, you haven't lived until you tried her apple cider. Sounds interesting, he replied thoughtfully. Wow, I haven't had apple cider since I was a filly, Daring replied. Thanks, Rainbow. They then left to get some cider. Ooh, Applejack's gonna flip from this, Lion Wing stated with a smirk. I just thought it would be good for her business, Rainbow explained. I'm talking about seeing Aoizotto here at the gala. Oh, right, but after seeing that it worked out fine, they relaxed and enjoyed their evening together. And boy, did they enjoy it. They chatted with the members of the Wonderbolts, who were very impressed with the aerial performance the couple later demonstrated. They had a good laugh when Prince Blueblood screamed and laughed and ran off like a filly when Aoizotto roared at him for offending Daring, and even harder when she thanked him with a kiss on the cheek. And they enjoyed some of Applejack's apple sweets while chatting with her about the things they usually talk about. At least an hour later, Discord and Celestia made their way to the VIP dance floor, the signal for Lion Wing that it's time. I'm getting an itch on my nose for some reason. He quickly checked his pockets and felt the ring box inside him when Rainbow wasn't looking. Hey, there's Discord, he heard his sweetheart say. He then turned to see the High King step onto the stage with the musicians and singers. He must be here to carry out his surprise. I wonder what he has in mind, Lion Wing replied, playing along. Everyone at the dance floor turned its attention on the stage. Excuse me again, as Discord tapped on the mic to make sure it's on. Hello, testing. He said to it, 1, 2, 3. Can anyone hear me? Good. Seeing that they can, he went on. All right, everybody. Tonight I have a special treat for you all. But first, my beautiful wife, Queen Celestia, and I wish to thank you all for coming to our grand galloping gala. And I personally like to thank whoever made my nephew-in-law, Prince Blueblood, scream like a little like a filly. You truly made my night. Every pony laughed in reply, but Celestia just glared at her husband. However, he smirked when he saw the smirk she's trying to fight on her face. Well, as I was saying, he then went on, I have a special treat for you tonight that my wife agrees you all enjoy. A dance for all of you romantic couples out there, sung in a duet by our favorite singers. Drum roll, please. The drummer obeyed, and Discord made sure that the singers were ready. When he did, he turned back to the audience. Please give a big hoop for Sapphire Shorts, the Pony Pop, and Lake Timbers, Stallion Style. Really? You ponyfied Justin Timberlake? It's pretty obvious it's Timberlake, Justin Timberlake. Lake Timbers. Oh, I wonder what that's referencing. I don't know. Maybe Justin. The audience cheered when Sapphire herself stepped onto the stage, alongside a storm blue Pegasus with a curly, blackish blonde maiden tail, golden eyes, and a crimson Spanish guitar for a cutie mark. Lake Timbers. Okay, why does Lake Timbers have to be in parentheses after the cutie mark thing? That makes no sense. Get rid of that. Oh my gosh. Rainbow squibbled delight. They're two of my favorite singers. I know, Lionwing said. I wonder what duet they're gonna sing. They watched as Discord gave the band a nod, and they started to play. Rainbow placed her hooves over her mouth with a gasp when she recognized the music. It's our song. She turned and blushed when she saw Lionwing hold his claw up to her. May I have this dance, he asked. She smiled as he placed her hoof into his claw, and he led her onto the dance floor, being the first pair to step on. As Lionwing took Rainbow into his arms in a waltz and started to dance with the floor, Discord and Celestia stepped onto the floor as well, followed by Aoizotl and Daring Gadu. Soon, many pairs were dancing on the floor as Lake and Sapphire started their duet. Oh, they're singing. This is gonna be awkward. Yeah, this is really awkward because I have to sing now. So, please forgive me if I suck at singing. Okay, here we go. Let me be your wings. Let me be your only love. Let me take you far beyond the stars. Let me be your wings. Let me lift you high above. Everything we're dreaming of will soon be ours. Lionwing held Rainbow closer to him as she then placed her chin on his shoulder. He can feel her heart beating against his imperfect sync. He can hardly believe that so much has happened to him over the last 1 year plus that he's been in love with his rainbow mane filly. Anything that you desire, anything at all, anything at all. Every day I'll take you higher, and I'll never let you fall. When they first met, Lionwing was hired by Discord to get to Rainbow so he can get to Celestia. Because of Devon and Cornwall, he has grown to fall in love with Rainbow. He was practically attempting to go against Discord to win Rainbow's love. Let me be your wings, leave behind the world you know, for another world of wondrous things. Wondrous things are sure to happen. We'll see the universe and dance the Saturn's ring. Ooh, yeah. Fly with me, and I will be your wings. Oh, your wings. Just roll with it. When Discord kidnapped Rainbow and Celestia, Lionwing immediately rushed forward to fight him and save them. In the end, he won the battle in Rainbow's love, thus finding his place among his friends in Equestria. Rainbow has made his life a living heaven. Anything that you desire, anything at all. Every day I'll take you higher, and I'll never let you fall. Hearing his cue, Lionwing took a strong grip on Rainbow's waist. I say wrist, and shot up in the air with her. She let out a cry of surprise that he finds adorable before they started spinning around in an aerial waltz. Lionwing, what are you do? He silenced her with a gentle kiss. Just go with the flow, Rainy, he purred, looking deeply into her eyes. It's a little something I had planned just for you. Let me be your wings, let me be your wings, let me be your only love. Get ready for another world of wondrous things, wondrous things. The dancers then looked up to watch the pair waltz above them as if they were part of the show. Lion Wing, just what exactly are you planning? Rainbow asked, although she's enjoying this little surprise of his. This, he answered, swishing his tail, seeing his signal. Discord used his power to have a cloud float towards them, and they settled upon it. We'll see the universe, oh, you'll be, and dance on Saturn's ring, oh, I'll be. Heaven isn't too far, heaven is where you are. Stay with me and let me be your wings. Discord then snapped his fingers again, and a mic appeared above the two lovebirds. Dick. Lion Wing then began his speech to Rainbow about as he freed her from his embrace. Rainbow, before I met you, my life was nothing but servitude. But then you came along and helped me realize that it's not servitude that will help me be accepted, but friendship and love. You were my first friend and then my lover right after. I love everything about you. Your devotion to your loved ones, your adventurous spirit, your determination. You're all I need to make my heart truly complete. And it will mean the whole world to me if you keep it that way. Rainbow's heart began pounding like crazy at those words. Lion, are you? She covered her mouth with the gas when he took the red ring box out of his pocket, held it between his wingtips, and sat down on one front knee. She felt tears sting her eyes as he then opened the box to reveal a beautiful multicolored diamond on a golden band. Rainbow Dash, he asked softly, with his heart pounding hard in his chest. Well, will you? Yes! Rainbow screamed with delight before tackling her beloved boyfriend with a kiss. They then fell onto the back, but didn't seem to care as they kept on kissing. Below them, the crowds cheered for the newly engaged couple, and the band started to play a wedding song. The two of them didn't seem to have noticed as they broke the kiss, and Lion Wing slipped the ring onto Rainbow's held-out left hoof. He smiled as a diamond sparkled alongside her teary eyes. Rainbow, you made me the happiest griffin ever. Rainbow just turned to him and replied, nothing will make me any happier than spending the rest of my life with you, she whimpered before kissing him again. He simply wrapped his wings around her and returned to the kiss, excitement in his heart that he's marrying the greatest Pegasus in all of Equestria. So, that's the story. What do I think of it? It feels half complete. I don't know if there's there's something, the author made a different story. But this feels like, this honestly feels like something like an epilogue to an actual story. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it feels like. The characters were nice. The story was, again, if not for the fact, it feels like something happens before it, which is explained at the end. I would like it a little bit more, but the characters are fine. The plot's fine. But also, what the fuck is Somber doing there? Seriously, what is he doing there? I don't know. Again, I didn't know anything about Lion Wing or Devon or Cornwall, so I don't really know. Outside of that, I don't really have anything to complain about. There's a couple grammar errors, especially that big one that's freaking hilarious. Rarity, first off, I was wondering if I can have a couple of your gems and make it into a ring for Rarity. That's hilariously stupid, but still hilarious. But other than that, I can't really complain. It's not a bad story, but it's like, it feels like there is honestly something missing. I don't know what it is. Again, if there was a story before this, and this is just sort of like an epilogue sort of thing, then I can understand that, because then you're getting the idea. It's like, okay, this is like an ending for them. But unless I know that there was this comes after another story, then I have to rate it as is. On a scale of 1 to 5, I would have to give it a 4, a 4. Yeah, 4, maybe a 3.8. Or if I did 1 out of 10, if I did a 1 to 10, I'd probably just give it a 7.5. It could be, it's good, but it's not great. But it's completely above average. It's kind of, I like that middle ground. But that's my reading of the story. It has been I am Dark Symphony 777. This is my reading of Best Question Ever. And I thank you, my loyal readers. Cut.